told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and what.
Hi guys, it's Leanne here, and today on my channel I'm going to be doing a kind of like a Q&A slash life update. I haven't done one of these style videos in a while, and I am just wanting to give you guys a couple updates. I have been promising you guys one, so let's just get started. I am looking down at my phone. I didn't set up my tripod today, so I have a couple of new like regular like day-to-day life updates. I think I said this in a week in my life or something recently, but I did just get a new CD. I think it's a 5-month for 5 APY. I could be wrong though. So I set up a new CD, which kind of like leads me into the moving to Tennessee thing. I anticipated on moving right around this time, but I didn't think about my job. And now that I had like time to think about it, I'm like, oh shit. I knew that I needed to improve in certain things before I can get full-time, which is okay because at the end of the day, I'm so much happier here. I'm okay with the fact that I needed to improve in certain things because at the end of the day, that means I'm working towards a goal, and the goal is a really big goal, and I've been working at it for quite some time, and I'm almost there. It's not like I won't be able to move by the end of the year, but yes, so it's just gonna take a little bit longer, which is okay. That's fine. We all have things to work on. And I want to make sure that I can actually get a full-time position in order to be stable enough to live in Tennessee. I'm so excited. We do have a trip out in June, the last week of June. We are going to Gatlinburg, so I'm so excited about that. A couple things planned already, but I'm excited to go. I love Tennessee. It's my favorite place to be going. Well, to go rather. And this is going to be a rather short Q&A. It's kind of just like quite literally like life updated Q&A. But I do have also a new posting schedule. If you guys haven't noticed, I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays full YouTube videos. And then I post a short or a reel every day. So I think now we're kind of getting to the more juicy, detailed style. First of all, we're gonna go straight into it. Relationships. I made literally a whole video on it, and I'll have it in the eye, so I won't go into too much detail. I have not met anyone yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think I really went in detail in this like specific detail, or I never went into detail on why I am waiting. I'm just letting it naturally come to me, you know. Natural's the way to go for me, at least. Searching on Bumble and all that, no thank you. But I do want to work on a couple things for myself, at least. Just in general, like nothing too big or fancy. I think I just want to make sure that I'm okay with myself first before I bring another human being in having to worry about someone else as well, because I want to put myself first and make sure that I'm okay physically, mentally, and everything like that. And I don't show the bad parts very often. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I think I just want to work on myself a little bit before putting a boyfriend into the mix. Now, if it came naturally, I don't know. We'll flow that one out. But for like boyfriends, it's just not my cup of tea to just go on Tinder or Bumble. I know there's a couple other ones that people use. Those are the two that I know of. Friends. I don't even think I talked about friends. I have a couple friends, one of which is in college. As much as I want to sit here and say that college was for me. I cannot say that, because at the end of the day, in my opinion only, I think that college is a waste of time and money. I really do. I find that if I were to go to college, I would have to get a student loan. And some of you may or may not know, like when you get a student loan, you have to, there's a percentage that they give you. It's whatever. It's going to be higher nowadays because of the fact that interest rates have gone up. I think the best interest rate I've seen in a while is like in the 20s, which is high. It is high. And what a lot of people my age coming straight out of high school don't understand is when you sign that student loan, you're signing, that student loan goes up each year by the interest rate percentage. Each year it's active. So even if you haven't paid it off, you started paying it off, and majority of the times they're gonna be stingy with it. They're gonna have like stipulations on how you pay it. And I was just not for that. I'm not for being in debt and then being in debt my entire life and then having to pay it off. That's just not my cup of tea. My parents make too much money for me to get like grants and anything from FAFSA. God damn it. That's one thing that I put in consideration. And another thing, I don't even know this teacher's name, I'm going to be honest with you, but it was one of those days in senior year, and I'm assuming it was like a half day, where they do like, they put the classes out of order. So like 6, 5, 2, 4. And I guess I don't know when, I don't know where. I think it was like in the middle, I don't know, in the middle of the day. But I went to the teacher's classroom, and it was just me and her, and we were talking, and I asked her a legitimate question. I was like, hey, like, what do you think about college? Just from someone else's eyes that I wouldn't normally ask things like this about. But she said that her husband went to college and has a whole degree in something. Now don't ask me what that degree is, but has a whole degree in this like field and has not used it. He's actually in real estate, and that put something in my mind, like, wow, like, and it's not just, that's not the first time I've heard that story. And even up till now, like, I see people going to college and posting all of these things, and I just, sometimes if I'm in my thoughts, I think about it, I'm like, oh, like, I kind of regret it. But then I stop myself, I'm like, no, I didn't regret it. Because at the end of the day, I'm making money, I am not in debt, and yeah, I'm still living with my parents. But if you go on TikTok, you'll see like 30 other people within like the realm of like 50 different videos talking about still living with their parents. So I don't think that that's a legitimate like thing to be worried about. And I also don't like understand why people don't understand. It is expensive nowadays. I mean, like, the prices since Joe Biden, and I'm not getting political, but the prices since Joe Biden has become president has skyrocketed, and that's just a fact. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts to that. I'm not political. I'm not one to get political, but I could care less, or I couldn't care less, actually, because a president's gonna do what a president's gonna do. So why worry? Why worry, in my opinion? And y'all can get political in the comments. I could not care. All of what I'm saying is that I guess me making decisions for myself and really putting myself first instead of what society wants us as teenagers who just come out of high school. Will I ever go to college? Probably not. Not unless I have a field in which I've worked in for quite a long time and I want to move up and I need college experience. Then that's a big if. I don't really see myself ever going to college. But getting out of the college kind of like thoughts and everything, I feel like nowadays my friend circle's very small. Because of the fact that I'm just not happy in the state of Florida, and I feel like if I'm not happy in the state of Florida, then like making new friends is going to be really, really hard, because all there is to do is beach, drink, beach, drink, beach, drink, pool. Did I say drink? You know, I think you guys are getting my point here. I just find myself like not as engaged in being socially active with people my age here and where I live in Florida. I just find it, meh, I'm like not interested. Kind of just goes back to the whole dating thing. Like I'm not interested in dating here. Maybe when I move out to Tennessee, maybe I'll make different decisions and so on and so forth. But that's kind of like friends and relationships and everything like that. The last thing I'm going to talk about, how I am feeling mentally and physically. I think that this is a tough question to answer, because it's like physically I'm not even gonna go physically first. I'm gonna go mentally. Mentally, I'm feeling okay, but bringing back the fact that I don't like Florida, it kind of sucks, because it's like there's a lot of days where I'm just like not feeling my best mentally, and it's tough, because when you're not liking the space around you, it's hard to feel motivated to, I guess, be happy and make yourself happy. And I think that your environment really puts that into perspective. And when you're not happy with your surroundings, it's going to be hard for you to be happy in general. I think with anything else in this world, the people you surround yourself are going to be the people who, that's going to determine whether or not you're happy or not. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about that, because that's a whole other topic. Mentally, I'm doing good. Like mentally, I'm doing good, but like when you include Florida into the mix, I think that that's where it kind of gets tricky, because it's like in the past 2 months, I've had half of those days be bad days. And I think once, and this is just for me personally, once I'm upset or mad, or it's the tiniest inconvenience, and it's definitely because of Florida and just the surroundings, it's not like one certain person or anything, I think that it ruins my entire day. So then I'm like, ugh, I just like have no wants to do anything that makes me happy, because I'm not happy while doing those things. That's why majority of the days that you don't see me are probably the days that I'm not happy, that or I just get busy doing other things. Physically, I think like I'm doing great physically. I think that, and trigger warning here, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to talk about body weight, body fat, whatever you guys like to call that. I have been and maybe if you guys watch my week in my life, so you guys will know that I've been being more cautious about what I'm eating. So I've been being more balanced in certain things. And I think someone in one of my like shorts videos was like, you're not balancing enough, that's not healthy. Eating bulldog and noodles isn't healthy. It's not about what you're eating. You can't just eat plants all day and call it you're healthy, because that's not healthy. It's balance. You know, you can eat my camera just turned off, but you can eat 4 chocolates and have, you know, an ice cream bar later, but you can still be balanced and healthy by having a salad with lunch and a veggie and a nice little baby side salad with dinner. You know, proportioning is key, and I feel like a lot of people lose that once we get into the real world. Where McDonald's, you know, their regular size, they'll tell you their regular size is medium at McDonald's. Like they will always, when you don't say a size, they will go right ahead and say freaking medium first. They will either say medium, large. They will never say small. They will always say medium or large first. Majority of the times than not, it's medium. But like, I guess what I'm getting out of it is the fact that this world and society that we live in right now we don't balance very good anymore. And so when people like me are trying to be balanced and do it for real, a lot of people just don't get it. And a lot of people hate, which I don't really care about. I am never pressed in those comments. It kind of just, it keeps my flow going. These hate comments, it really just keeps me going because it's hilarious. You guys have noticed that I'm being more balanced with my meals. I just did a haul earlier today and I have loads of veggies. I loaded back up with veggies and we're stocked, and yeah. And I think that when you put in perspective what you're eating and you balance it, then you'll start to realize, like for instance, me and my mom, ever since we started eating more healthier again, I think in a different way, I've been kind of like adding like veggies and like a side salad, so it's like we're not just eating a veggie and the main course, like just adding different things in and then incorporating it into everyday meals is nice, because of the fact that half of the stuff that we go out and eat, like whenever we do go out and eat, it's not as good. Like the McDonald's breakfast, me and my mom went out Saturday, no, it was either Saturday, oh you know what, it was Sunday, last Sunday. Me and my mom went, we were hungry, but it was like, it was early enough to where we couldn't get lunch, but it wasn't like super early. So we were like tied up and we're like, oh, we're so hungry. So we ended up getting a McDonald's sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. And when I tell you, it was okay. It definitely satisfied us in the moment, like hunger wise, but it wasn't good food. Like we weren't like, oh, like that's great. And even further example, one of my mom's coworkers has been eating healthier for like the past, like I think week and a half, and he even said that there's a change in like certain things just don't taste good anymore. So I think a lot of people don't understand that once you start eating more balanced, healthier meals, your mind changes. So you don't like certain foods anymore, which is crazy that your mind does that. But I don't want to sit here and jabber because I'm hungry and I'm gonna try to film a mukbang video. But I need to go get lunch and I'm starving. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and tell me what your favorite veggie is. See you guys in my next video.
It hurts to